Welcome to our daily reading for Wednesday, January 18th, 2017. Remember, it's a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which sign symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing at the same time, at the same pace. So see what feels right for you. It could be one sign, and that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest, greatest good of everybody. So we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. How you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave? Preparing for that wave? Crashing into the wave? Riding the wave? Or ignoring the wave? Also, feel free to make this an interactive video if you want to pull some cards for yourself. And if you have some time, try to check out the musical playlist below. See if there's further depth for this reading, personal signs for you in the lyrics, in the videos, or just enjoy the music. I know this video is coming through a little bit later than yesterday's reading, but I got to spend the evening with my sister. So she's actually sort of asleep on my couch, and there's a sleeping dog, a sleeping cat, and a sleeping bird here, and I thought I'd slip in and upload a daily reading before I go to bed. So it's about 2:01 a.m. So we're right along the lines of the energy coming through for the day. Let's see what's coming through. I hope you enjoy the reading. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in a moment. Bye. Welcome to our daily reading for Wednesday, January 18th, 2017. Let's see what kind of energy is coming on through for the day. We're going to start with the daily guidance from your angels, oracle cards. These are my sister's suggestion for the day. So let's see what kind of energy is coming through for Wednesday. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, or Higher Self, angels and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. Let's get clarity and focus on the energies coming through for the day and wisdom for us all to ride these energies best. Let's start with one card and get clarity for Wednesday, January 18th, 2017. Wow, new partner. This has never come up in a reading. This is pretty cool. So there's somebody new coming into your world today to make a difference, to make an impression, to give you some information, to send you here on a mission or on a direction, in a direction, inspire you to do something. It could be a chance meeting. It's a chance meeting. So it could be somebody you know and you bump into. You know, you never expected to bump into this person, or chance meeting, unexpected, something unexpected coming through. I feel like it could be somebody you know, it could be somebody new, but I feel like it's gonna feel like it's somebody you know. Either way, it's gonna feel good, it's gonna feel right, it's gonna feel like divine timing, or like, aha, that's what I needed, that's that piece of the puzzle, or I never thought that I could do that, or like a new interest, something like that, a new idea, or something that you've been searching for comes through. Perhaps like on the back burner, something that you've been thinking about doing but didn't know how to start or go about or have that connection. I'm actually getting like an apprenticeship. It could be something like that, a special skill. It could be just meeting somebody that does like, that's into art or crafts. I see like soap, or like, it makes me think of those, bath bomb soaps that are really fancy with the oils, and they change the color of your bath, like finger painting like a kid. You know, those finger paints for the tub, and they make the tub look weird, but apparently that's pretty fancy now. Maybe you can make that, or sit down with somebody that does something artistic, or find out about a class, or perhaps find a student, something like that. Maybe your first student on something you do. You just start talking to somebody randomly. What does this say? A chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst. Catalyst. It's going to spark something, change something, move you somewhere. Aha, like an aha moment. Something you feel inside of you. I'm getting gut, like a gut feeling that it's right. Or a gut feeling to move away from something towards something that is right. I feel like it's right. I feel like it's a good gut feeling. So go with that. Divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. So, it might be that that person that you meet that you just feel like you know, or you feel good around, or you start talking and the conversation just flows. I'm getting flowing. So either you get some news that gets you flowing a specific direction and brings you towards perhaps a new relationship or something really important for you down yonder, down the road. But for now, this is that spark you need, that information you need, that connection you need, that door opening, something opening up for you. So that's nice. This could be somebody that's your partner for a long-term thing, or somebody that just comes along to get you towards something that feels long-term. Whether that's a job, or perhaps a new honey, or I'm getting maybe a job for your honey. That's sort of weird. Maybe if your partner, or perhaps child, someone around you, maybe a friend, is looking for a job. Maybe this is, you just start talking about, hey, my friend does this, and you find out there's an opening or an apprenticeship or something like that. It might be for somebody else, and maybe it's a partnership you put together, like a matchmaker thing. But it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, a couple. It could be a couple together, a matchmaker thing that you put together, or that could be somebody else playing matchmaker today, or perhaps, you know, a few steps down the road for you. So follow that hunch, follow that feeling and that connection that comes through today. Something new. It feels different. It feels, I'm getting unusual. So maybe a different way to do something you usually do, or something just unusual, like a synchronicity, like it came through in divine timing, like perfect timing. Let's get clarity. Let's go to the Sun and Moon Tarot and get clarity for Wednesday on new partner. Where'd it go? I put this up here. By the way, I want to show you this. This is Desert Rose, and it was on my windowsill, and I decided to put it here for the reading. So, hey, it just made me think of Desert Rose by Sting. I actually really like that song. I haven't heard it in a while. I'll put that below. I also have this. Let me show you. It's a really interesting quartz crystal, and inside it has, I call it, it's called a red ghost quartz, but I feel like it has a heart, like a beautiful red heart that grew inside in a perfect crystal shape. You see it? And then at one point stopped and decided to grow a completely different type of clear quartz crystal on top. It's amazing. So let's continue past the show and tell and get clarity on this new partner coming through for Wednesday. All right, let's get clarity for us all. Oh my, oh my. So, so it could definitely, if this doesn't come through today as something that you're really into, and somebody else is really into you that's coming through down the road. So follow this trail, follow this rabbit, you know, follow this energy that makes you want to keep moving and doing something, coming back to something, doing it over and over for a healthy reason. It's love. It's the Two of Cups coming through. So two hearts opening up, unfolding, coming together, discovering one another, discovering more about one another, discovering what each other likes, what you don't like, what's new, what's old, what's going on all the time. It's all of this energy circulating with the two. It's finding balance, finding partnership, finding harmony, and starting that discovery. It's going to be different with every partnership that comes into our world. Whether this is harmony with a new partnership at work, perhaps doing a side business with somebody, you know, perhaps you do something and somebody comes on board and helps you out, and together this produces so much love in your world that there's just abundance. I feel like this comes from something a little bit hard, a little bit hidden, and perhaps blocked in the past, because there's a lotus. So I think of the lotus as growing. Actually, here it's beautiful water, but I think of the lotus as growing through the muck, almost through the sludge, to come out and then become this big, beautiful, powerful, strong flower that's floating in emotions, floating in the ocean, floating in like on the breach of what is really deep or perhaps shallow underneath. It's up to you to discover what this is all about, where it grows, what it comes from, and where it's going. Let it unfold, petal by petal, conversation by conversation, touch by touch, you know, chance by chance that you get. It's still a partnership, so it involves both of you and somebody else. It could be that divine partnership inside of you too, you know. It could just be getting that information to get you moving, to get you loving something you're doing, and make you so happy along that journey that the right happiness just finds its way into your world. Because your happiness isn't latching on something else to give it to you. You've already found it on that journey. You've already started that discovery along the way with that unfolding of love and vulnerability and strength within you. So let it unfold slowly. What makes you passionate? What makes you feel love in your world? What do you love to do? Start there. If this isn't in your world yet, start with what you love to do. Make decisions that you love from your heart chakra. Think from your heart here. Open your heart. Allow something to come in. Allow love to come in too. If there's a helping hand coming through, if there's love coming towards you, don't block it away. Let it come through slowly. See how it blossoms. See how you feel. You know, follow each feeling as it comes. Each wave as it flows. Each wave might be different. When real love comes in, it can make you goofy. It can make you silly. It can make you passionate. It can make you jealous. It can make you worry. It can make you fearful. It can bring so many emotions in, but it's always worth the experience. You know, it's what the heart knows reasons that the brain can't quite explain. But sometimes it's about going with the heart and trusting that this could bring, I hear start. So either start with your heart, start to make decisions from your heart, and trust that this is coming through for you later. You know, perhaps there's somebody along that same journey. You know, I'm getting like a class, like you go somewhere and show up at a place where somebody has the same kind of interest in you, and you just come together. You just either have really, I'm getting opposite energies that work together and create this beautiful orchestra of harmony, almost like opposite types of music coming together to create something really unusual. Or you at a place where there's energies around you that mirror your own. And perhaps there's that perfect mirror coming back in. It's somebody who wants to be around you, wants to give you attention, wants to give you time, wants to give you love. So start to give you love. Start to pamper yourself a little bit. I see like a bubble bath you know, or something like a haircut, or perhaps just going out and getting like a mani-pedi, you know, or taking a moment to do something for you first. And perhaps it starts there. Perhaps you meet that stranger there. That stranger has a sister or brother, and that could be like your new boss. You know, this could be actually having yourself feel complete because you're doing a job every day that you actually just love. And it doesn't feel like work. It just feels like you love living because you're pursuing this. I'm getting a trail of ambition, but something you have a passion for. It could be having this relationship. I'm getting that you already have really move up to another level. Like you have that conversation come through and you finally get that, like, I'm getting like if something had a band-aid on it for a long time and there was no healing, perhaps there was a band-aid that got ripped off, or finally you had some like salt water or, you know, the right nutrients in there to pull the toxins out. I'm getting a salt bath all of a sudden. I'm seeing this as the ocean. So, and it's cleared away, and I'm getting something fresh and reborn, rekindled, restarted. So it could be your same relationship, you know, rekindled and refreshed, understood. Or could be that you finally get this relationship coming through that means this much to you, and that is, I'm getting desire, what you've been desiring, waiting for, worth waiting for something. So this could be somebody else waiting for you, you waiting for this moment, this chance. This is really nice. It doesn't mean this is the person you're necessarily running into today, but it does mean you should follow that trail because it's coming through later. It could just be, I saw flowers all of a sudden. So even if it's that you had an argument with your honey, this could be finding that right bouquet of flowers and bringing that home and having things be healed, mended. Something comes to the surface and it's easy, it flows right. Perhaps something that was just under there before and bothering somebody, but just needed to be expressed, and all of a sudden it's okay. Once you're expressed, I'm getting that, like, it's better after you bring it up, and it's better. So maybe closure somewhere, and that brings something to fruition, to flourish in abundance. This is just falling in love. So you're falling in love with something, and I just heard hot and heavy. All right, so this is light and fluffy, but perhaps later it gets hot and heavy. There's also a full moon here, so maybe something under the full moon, or something that needs completion first to begin something. I'm also getting just compromise, coming to a decision, understanding one another. Expression of love, but perhaps without words. I hear music, maybe through music, maybe song, maybe changing up the song today, or finding a song that you both enjoy, or is the right mix of energy. I'm getting music all of a sudden, but not a specific song. So let's go to the Power Archangel Tarot and get clarity for Wednesday on love. Just love. Pretty simple. There's also a lot of water here, and I hear decision. So coming together, perhaps there's two different ways to arrive at the same decision, or two different ways to do something that works best for both of you. I'm hearing also like 100%. It's not really about like compromise, like you give some and I give some. It's about giving it all that you got in the moment you have with every decision you have, having integrity with every decision you make, so that you always give it your all. And I feel like this person is ready to give it their all. You know, we don't have it all to give every day. Sometimes we only have 70%. You know, we have to wait to recharge our battery, but we do what we can. And it's being honest with what you can give and what you can do. And I'm just getting open and honest, and it will create more balance, easier if it's between two people. If you're like, I can only give, you know, so much today. This went on with me and I need I'm getting alone time or something like that. Then as long as you're open and communicate clearly, then it will be understood and understood, and compromise will go smoother because you're understanding somebody more fully. I hope that made sense. I feel like I'm going on a tangent now. So let's get another card for the Two of Cups and new partner for Wednesday. I just got like excuse me, like a really sweet, uncomfortable moment. So maybe there is a flirty moment today. Maybe there is somebody you flirt with, or maybe you should follow that trail. So the flirty moment, I almost wanted to say mermaid. So maybe mermaid sort of Freudian slipped through there, and I'm also having trouble speaking all of the sudden. So maybe you'll stumble on your words a little bit, but just go with it, you know, see what happens, work through those nerves, through those butterflies, and allow it to become more natural. Allow it to grow. Allow there to become more comfort in the situation, you know, as you grow together. All right, let's get another card. Wow, the Six of Gabriel is, this is like, good job, you did it. And it's time to move on to the next situation, like the small victory parade. So it could be being in the spotlight. Sometimes we're good in the spotlight. Sometimes the spotlight is awkward. Sometimes we're an extrovert. Sometimes we're an introvert. Sometimes it's different situations, you know, we're one or the other. So perhaps if you're in the spotlight, you know, let yourself shine a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of peacocking. It's going to work. It's going to, I feel like, just work out in the end. Just get to the end. At the end, you're going to feel very victorious about this day, this date, you know, actually starting this trail, this path, this journey for you. It's going to feel like you did something good for yourself, like you pampered yourself. You did right. You followed your gut. You know, you were on that right path, and you're proud of yourself for finishing. Like, I'm getting home run. So maybe it's a home run here. It's also balanced with the Six. It's good decisions with the Six. It's weighing things out and coming through the straight way, the better path. Perhaps not the shortest, but the best way for you. I feel like there's always protection with the Six of Gabriel. It's also the Six of Rods, the Six of Fire. I feel like it's victory. Sometimes it could be somebody needing a little bit of a little extra attention. So it could be that somebody's trying a little hard, you know, or, you know, perhaps not in their element. Perhaps, you know, this comes through and they take a chance, but they're not exactly comfortable in the spotlight, but they're going to do it. And if you do it, if that's you or somebody else coming through, I feel like it's endearing. If that's somebody else coming through, you can see that they're trying, and that's, I don't know, I'm getting magnetic attraction. So I'm getting love. If this is just somebody that feels like familiar to you and feels like they have good news for you, and it feels like it's that piece of the puzzle that's putting you on your road to victory, whatever that is, whether it's that job, that relationship, or that reconnection to heal something in a relationship. It could be your family too, or a friend. But I feel like you're supported here. You find support here. You find support along this path, the one that feels right, the one that you followed your gut with. And that, you know, the doorways open up for you here. You feel good coming home here. It's also allowing yourself time to rest. I feel like in the Six of Gabriel, it's that victory parade, coming home and then having a good home-cooked meal, you know, some dessert, relaxing. You know, you put a lot of effort out there on that journey, and now you need to give yourself some you time. I just heard haircut. So haircut, maybe get a haircut, or, you know, do something that you've been thinking about for a little bit. Just like being spruced up for the parade, getting on your horse, following your instinct, following that insight in you, your intuition in you. I'm getting following those spiritual gifts, those signs that have been coming through, perhaps repeat things have been coming through. And that was that final piece. Like you've been maybe hearing something, or thinking about something, or feeling something, or feeling a direction, like I'm getting hot, cold. Perhaps you are finding it, that temperance, the warm position instead of too hot or too cold. Or perhaps it was too cold and you need to go to where it's a little bit hotter. Whatever temperature works for you. I feel like you're going to find that right temperature. And confidence. It's going to bring you confidence. If you don't have it now, start. As you start, more confidence will come through for you. You'll get in tune with those instincts the more you move. I see like a bridge. You know, a bridge that's like being built as you go. Congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. Awards, scholarships, or promotions. Scholarship stands out to me. So perhaps there's, I hear a letter, something coming through, or you're interested in a scholarship and you get that idea for something. Maybe like even funding, something like that. You get that idea on how to do it, how to maybe just sign up for something now that brings you victory later. Maybe it's just starting that and, you know, letting it out there and letting that time work out, timing unfold. Or that letter is coming through soon. That's going to make you feel like you finally finished something. I see like opening something up and like, whew, that was cool kind of thing. So I hope that made sense to you. A letter, something like that, information, perhaps news. I'm getting some kind of news coming through. So maybe you're just following this news and something with a letter or writing a letter and, you know, beginning. And this brings victory, if not today, but it will in the future. It's going to bring something really nice that you really feel good about, that you really love to do. Let's get one more card. It is getting late here. This is a really nice reading. New partners, Six of Gabriel, victory. I hear stability. So maybe it's long-term stability. It's not just a short victory, a short parade. Maybe it's just getting on board with something. So, you know, it starts with a little bit of a parade, a little bit of a flare, you know, a little peacocking, and it brings something that's nice, that feels good, like you can relax afterwards in the long haul and get to know maybe somebody, something, maybe yourself. All right, let's get one more card from the Oracle of Visions by Sierra Machete for Wednesday, January 18th, 2017. Clarity on the Six of Rods, Six of Gabriel, new partner, and love. I'm going to read this one more time. A chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Be careful. Attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. So, safety. You're going to feel good, like it's the safe way, the right way, protected way, the good way. Midway, maybe. Nine, that's completion. That's a nice card. There's a lot of strength in this card. This card is the strength card in one of the tarot decks I have of his. And I think these are the other strength cards. So there's a lion and a tiger and bear. Oh my. No bear, but I am thinking of a bear now. This one has a pride of lions and a stained glass window in the background. This one has the stars in the background. And this one has the stars as well. And I'm focused on the amazing jewelry. Beaded jewelry and like, I want to say Art Deco jewelry. That's an amazing tiger. Look at that. Kind of see it. So this makes me think of the hula hoop. Something being eternal with the circle. You're carrying something on your back. You're holding something up. You're supporting something with your strength. You're allowing a moment for something else, someone else to shine. So there could be different moments that come through the day where you're at different positions. But it takes strength to do both. You know, it takes strength up here. I mean, this is hard. This is like holding yourself like ballet moves, you know, something that you don't have any weight, like yoga or Pilates, where there's nothing there, but you hold your arm up long enough and it's hard. So you're making something pretty difficult look easy, and this isn't easy either. So it makes me think of like a gymnast or cheerleading. Also the awesome laid up hula hoops, but there's something in candlelight. There's roses on the stage, appreciation being shown. I hear gratitude, working together. I see sort of like a trapeze too. I just see a lot of strength here all around. Male, female, support, masculine, feminine. I'm getting inner and outer strength, all around strength. Also a gentleness. So let's see what this is. 9 reminds me of the Hermit a little bit. Completion. Let's see. 9 is support and bearing the weight of others. 'Tis not enough to help the feeble up, but to support them after. William Shakespeare, Timon of Athens, 1.1. This card represents the offering of strength and assistance and a bearing a burden on behalf of others. Providing support can take many forms: moral, emotional, physical, and financial. We can offer our shoulders to bear the weight or lend an ear to share grief. Here, a gesture offers his shoulders on which the girl can perform. He raises her up, allowing her to be the focus of the audience's attention. His subdued posture, deliberately taking second place. I just thought of a song. I'll think of it. I'll put it below. It's a song like I didn't want to be with you because I think it's like Stevie Wonder, because pretty women always make me stand out or something, and I didn't want to stand out in a crowd. I'm thinking Stevie Wonder, and I'm also thinking Michael Jackson, and I'm not sure of the song, so I'll put one by both below and continue. His subdued posture, deliberately taking second place. His identity hidden, he provides an anonymous contribution. In the background, there are 3 tarot strength cards, which serve as props and reaffirm the card's message. While the effort and gesture is a noble one, there are times where we should come out of the shadows and take credit for our contributions. You do not always have to settle for being second fiddle. Be careful not to allow others to take advantage of your generosity. So, stand up for yourself here. Be strong. Say what you need to say. Have inner strength to do what you have to do, to go your way, to do your thing, to make a move, you know? And I feel like in the process, you're going to find the right support. It just makes me think of like somebody who's very successful, but somebody who has a nice nest at home, somebody around them, a friend, a family member, one of their children, their honey. And no matter what comes through, no matter what kind of day they had, how much stress was put their way, they can go back to that nest, that support, you know, that other person that understands them and loves them unconditionally, you know, and is their support. So, you know, it's also it's also understanding when there's someone around you that's that important to you, that they also bear the grunt of your good and shitty days. They're there for it all, you know? So try to see your position in the other person's shoes and see where you can be a support for somebody else, where you can let somebody else shine, and where you need to let yourself shine. Come through and be strong. Stand up for something that you want to do. Perhaps there were others that had opinions on what you wanted to do, and now it's up to you. So you can find that support in you. Maybe it's supporting you first, and you're going to find that support along the way. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful for you guys. This was a really nice reading. Blessings to you all. I love you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day.